Greetings, thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Yeah, this is tonight's. This might be a little bit off the cuff. What I'm usually I've been through my video off. I look like I guess I'm screwing around with everything. I don't know if that's gonna help. I think that made things worse actually. There. Alright, greetings for tonight's broadcast. Welcome to the channel of For the Insane, or whatever. This is brought to you by the Fifth Dimension, and this is, I've been going through a cut. I found this online, and I have not been normal ever since. So, I think everything's working. So the whole thing about owning an alligator, even a how to own an alligator is so you can find everything online. And another thing I found is I've heard about this, but it's not something that's in my my comfort. I don't know. It just sounds something I think about. Maybe I've lived a sheltered life too much, maybe, or just I don't know about getting there's a thing called, I didn't put that on. I'm not gonna show that, but I should. But I guess you can get lizards in the mail. I've heard of that, but it's not something that I've seen like whales being shipped, but that's like you put them on a plane. It's a big production. I've heard of that. But then I see the details of getting an actual lizard shipped to you, like a little lizard, not a big one, just a little lizard. You can get 3 or 4 of them mailed to you. What? So yeah, I've been going through a lot of weird. It's been a very strange week, seeing stuff like that. So we're gonna go over here to the. So I think you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. So that is, I think that's Rex. So you can find this at Snake Discovery. I put it in the social network too. So if you want to get yourself a nice alligator, now he's there. He's getting himself a nice bath. He has his toothpaste. If you're interested in that, I'm not going to go. So he has this little hangout. How much more do I need to show of this? So either way, it's there is Rex going. That's actually, I think it's a girl. It's not easy to, I guess it's not easy to know if that's a male or a female or anything. I think Rex is a girl. That's not easy to find out. So either way, that's pretty funny. So if you need the how-to of how to own a pet alligator, this is your more power to you. And there's more details of how to own lizards and snakes and everybody. Reptilians are probably gonna. I think reptilians want everybody to own an alligator when you really think about it. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, and they eat rats, so if you got yourself a bunch of dead rats. And also they had videos about snakes. When you have the fetus snake, you have like a refrigerator of a bunch of dead mice. Oh jeez, it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? That's great. For those who are new to all this, if you're still here, is IvanTeller.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. If you're still interested in learning about yours, or interested in learning from this perspective of your strangeness, is also you learn how to channel if you want to be weird. You have Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. You also have questions about thinking about the 5-day mark. I'm still actually at the 7-day mark. We're going into the 5-day mark for delivery. We'll see how things go. Same thing here. We also have other channelers and viewers I do recommend. We have Spirit Social, and yeah, there it is. There's Rex, and also have the rabbit. That's slowly being I got another detail here. This is the upcoming Jake issue, and yeah, things aren't looking too good. So that's Hillary Clinton. She's holding a hairdryer, which is very dangerous for somebody like that to have a hairdryer. Yeah, she's not looking too good. But I figured, you know, a cast can change her face look a little bit nicer, but nah, just leave it that way. That's Henry Kissinger. He has a little bit button there. It says God of the World. So he has Hillary Clinton 2016. So she's a little bit bitter, just in case you were wondering. So, yeah. So, in comics, usually they get a lot of attention when you have a superhero or somebody new, like Ant-Man, you know, or somebody, the Gray Hulk, or somebody that's an appearance in a comic, and everybody gets all excited. It's worth some bucks. Well, in this one, I have appearances of politicians that probably don't want to be in it, but they're in it anyway. So, yeah. That's I'll be working on that this weekend. I got all the pages. I just gotta put it all together. It's gonna take forever, but it's a big debut. It's a big one. It's needed. The world needs it. Somebody needs it. Hillary Clinton's gonna be in it, as you can see. Spoiler alert. I didn't spoil the other person. And I have a Patreon on the Jake page to get a little bit heads up if you're interested. So let all that digest a little bit. You have Hillary Clinton with a hairdryer that's very dangerous. Such that has magic powers. Especially in you know. So if you're out there to get yourself an alligator, I don't know if they can mail you one. I don't think they do that, but I know in Florida they have some. Now that alligator is from the Everglades. It wasn't taken care of very well, so that's why it's so small. Or she's whatever. It's like 30 years old. Yeah, I know a little bit too much about that alligator than I should know. There's also an alligator in I know in Florida somewhere it's called Rambo. So yeah. So, alright. So here we are. Tonight's broadcast. Thank you for joining us. If you're still here. Yes, this is a channel for, yeah, this is a weird part of YouTube by far. Yeah, when you see a alligator eating a rat, it's like, she can't feed them online anymore. People get too upset by it. Oh, well. Whatever. Alright, for today's connections, I'm not really sure. I don't really, you know, we just did an interview, so that takes out a lot out of me. But talked about AI, talked about relationships, about the universe being, you know, other species coming into the alien species that are evolved. How that works is, let your mind but really let your mind wander with that. But this is the new norm, and right now it is not fully digested into the mainstream mentality. Once it is, I'll be out of here, that's for sure. But until then, we're here to give humanity its medicine of what's truly going on here. I know it's all fancy and wonderful how we're all by ourselves in the universe, but we're not, and some have difficulties digesting all of that. And when people start channeling or talking about it, people get all upset or whatever it might be, at least in the mainstream, because it's easier to be shut down than awaken. As you can see, it's more popular, and it's going to be like that for a while, a long while, though. Either way, as for whether changes are occurring, politics is going to get its ass kicked. It's just whatever. I kind of already feel the outcome of it, but it's not that much. I mean, it's not about this one winning and that one losing. It's like, you know, this whole thing is just, this needs to, both sides need to let it go, heal, and just get rid of both parties altogether. But get a look on that. Both parties need to be removed altogether, because it's just not. It's just more manipulation. That's all it is. It's just people are being played and they don't realize it. And just being played like an instrument, basically. Whenever you're ready to realize that, there's a big audience that doesn't want to feel like they're wrong, at least by their ideas of being angry all the time, but it's not accomplishing much, unfortunately. It's just stunting the growth, and it needs, it won't remove. It'll basically heal both right and left, at least in America, and there's other places that are similar to that. It will eventually go up into government corruption, but right now the people are allowing the government corruption to happen for different reasons. But as people are tired, are tired of riding the bicycle of the old thinking, and it's dramatically, it's going to, not looking for fascism, not looking for socialism, here to heal all of that, and just the world as a community connecting, not saying China's bad or Russia's bad or anybody's bad, and healing those vibrations so we can go into more of a united planet. Just, I don't know, get rid of government. It would be community. I don't know if it would be government. It would just be different. But humans are, it's good. We're shifting. And it's like humanity's going to kind of get a kick in the butt. Those that those that know what's going on and refuse to acknowledge it. And there's many of them out there. See, none of this is real, and just laugh and go and play video games or whatever the hell they're doing. And they just think they're so badass, whatever the hell it is. They're out there. Oh yeah, but eventually, it's just they turn away. It's more like running in fear, for the most part, not willing to change. This reality is not going to shift to that. I mean, it's going to heal itself. It's not going to dramatically change. Instead of turning on the television, at least in the politics world, and hearing all this nonsense, you feel less negativity and more growth. You're growing more instead of descending, because these beings here want us to go backwards, and we're doing a great job of it. Like history, look at history. Oh, repeating itself. Why? Manipulation. So, and they want to repeat more, the end times, basically, whatever it might be. It's always the end of the world somewhere. Every month it's the end of the world. We got long ways to heal from that. It's just we're going into a new way of looking at things, and it's not going to be this reality for sure. Next year is going to be, maybe, I don't know about dramatically different, but we're definitely going into a new vibration, and eventually more people are connected more to alien beings who's around them. Okay, stronger, those that are ready for it, those that need to have it. Not everybody needs it. I mean, I think most of it is just people want a better life. That's where it comes down to. Can I see better about myself? I think that's mostly going to happen there. And then the alien beings will eventually make their way, if you need it. Now, if you need it, you want it, those vibrations will start singing. Every year it gets stronger, that's all I can say. Everyone's different. As for sightings in the skies, yes, there'll be times when it'll become more obvious that they're here. Maybe next year. I'm not feeling next year, but you never know. There'll be anomalies, yes. But as for the dramatic change, we're on our way. We're in the leap. We're in the jump. Because this what's going on? It's all old-fashioned. Everything we're going through is all old-fashioned. All the yelling and screaming of politics, all old-fashioned. The reason I bring it up, because it's just it's what all the negativity is, basically. Religion's going to shift out of its mind control. Not yet. When it's good and ready, the fear factor within the religion. The fear is baking those people into those seats. and locking them in, giving money to the church, so I don't go to hell, basically. Eventually money will be removed from the planet, but not yet. We need it for our growth. For right now, it's just like you can't just remove stuff and just, we just can't do that. We're too attached to all this, Some of us would like to leave the planet sooner than later, but that's okay. We're here to basically bring balance to the planet, as yes, we are shifting into a more alien, galactically knowledge plant world. And those that are ready will tune into the vibration stronger next year. Even now, I feel more next year, here and there. I mean, next year is going to be a time where you really start to feel the vibration stronger. For those that are in tune to it already, I expect more connections. Expect it to get stronger. It won't be every day. There'll be days of very strongness. Other days will be, it's just that the vibration is going to increase. Feel it now. Yeah, it's just, this is like my protection area for the most part, except for the internet. For the most part. We're going into a shift that is unlike anyone's ever going to realize or know, understand. It's just negativity is going to be healed little by little. Now, a lot of people are now. You might not see it dramatically in society because it's so baked into it. So, let me tell you, it's like, this isn't for everybody, but some are going to like, when a lot of the negativity starts to release from this world, people are going to be like, they can't wait to reincarnate into a world where all that stuff's still. It's just because it's the adventure of it, you can say, the journey, whatever it might be. I have to say they're not there right now. But we're definitely shifting out of the third dimension faster than we have been in the past. But we're healing the third dimension, you can say. We're healing. Basically, the old world is, we're slowly letting it go, little by little. You're not going to see it dramatically. Let's say upcoming election, you're going to see some of it a little. Yeah, just basically we're just. We're allowing those thought patterns and that just the blockages to finally release, but not quite yet. Venus energies are going to get stronger here, basically, to help us with our internal problems, depression, mental disorders, whatever it might be. We'll just have more knowledge about it for those that are really spiritually aware. It's just that we're going into a, you say, a time travel of new energies, as the blockages of the old world are slowly being lifted off. It's time. It's like moving an iceberg. Now there is changes in Antarctica, basically show new energies coming in there. There are blue avian. There's obviously bird beings, blue avian beings are assisting, of course. Or the transition, basically helping us find more love in our society, as negativity has held humanity hostage. So basically, what are your intentions of what you want to experience? What do you want in your reality? What is the plate? What do you want to experience? What, all this, someone to connect to all the aliens and the drama of all that, but a lot of that's filtered from our perspective. But basically, just think of it as like a wave coming in to take out what we don't need out to sea, you can say. Because basically you can connect to astrology and stuff like that too. There's nothing wrong with that. But the new Earth energies are getting stronger here for those that are connected to more. The Lemurian vibrations are going to double next year, mostly. They're not really saying anything this year, like anything dramatic. Of course, election day, anything's possible there. Possibly around December, there might be some kind of disorderly conduct going on. November might be kind of a dry month, possibly, for at least for world events. It's not really being, of course, anything can happen around the world, but I guess we'll find out. They're not giving me it's going to be kind of tame compared to October, at least in the U.S. Let's put it that way. World, you can't always, well, you can, but not going to that. At least with, because the end of October had all of that, the mailing and the stuff, and then synagogue thing was horrible. I mean, I felt a shift, and then that crap happened. It's like unbelievable. So, but we're definitely going into a new. I mean, more positive energy is basically the cycle of. Let's put it this way: more knowledge for humanity to connect, to put the pieces together. Let's put it that way. What you are looking for is the knowledge is slowly coming in. For not just for those that are aware of what's going on, but to those that don't understand any of this or don't even know what's happening. Mostly those. Majority have no idea. That's Club Med. So basically, a lot of these ideas will slowly, trickle into our reality, and slowly people are going to start realizing, it's like, what kind of world they really are in. So it's like right now, most don't really acknowledge the universe. I doubt it. It's not in your average conversation. So, not to say you're going to be talking about the universe, everyone, eventually, yes, but not yet. 2 years, you never know. I keep getting the 2-year mark. Are people going to talk about more Pleiadians and reptilians instead of Republican and Democrat? That would be interesting. They're not saying yes or no on that. That would really be that would be different. I'd welcome that. They don't usually give me timelines about. I'm not even sure if all the aliens and the higher dimensional aliens do see this stuff, but they don't tell everybody else. Just because we have to go through it. It's part of our soul growth. If we're told everything, how do we grow? We don't. Yeah, we have to not know. That's how we get better. It's just how we improve. So the less we know, the better. It's the way it is. But they want to give assurance that we are, we are safe worldwide. None of those alien invasions or anything. I don't see a political, the stock market is going to go up and down just to scare people. I mean, of course, no one's ever 100% on that, but I don't think anything's going to. Expect places like Egypt to become more active with alien activity here and there. Now, is it going to go into the news? Hard to say. These sacred places are going to start lighting up in some ways. Doesn't mean it'll make the news, though. But the vibrations are going to get stronger. It's like, over time. Not saying it's going to happen next year, when, but over time, these places are going to become more active because us consciously are activating it. So, this is just all in your intentions. Do you want a better world? You might not understand what this better world is, but you don't have any fear of it. The less fear, the better. Just like I want this, more positive reality, basically, for myself, family, etc. You want it for everyone, and you're basically allowing more of the spirit energies to connect. You're open to the spirit world, basically. You're not afraid of it. And you might not have all the information, as nobody really does. Nobody sees their future really that clear. It's easier for us to connect to each other. We're here to, but we can't always see our future. That's the point of it. So, that's what we're here for. More canine energies are going to get stronger. In the future, more people are going to connect to their canines. Going to see more of like, wow, it used to be my husband in a past life. That'll be fucking people up. I think they kind of already know that, but it's like in a past life, they're already with their past, soulmates, as we were talking about. Yeah, that's going to start become a thing. That doesn't mean they have to go marry their dog, but at least they'll start to recognize. It's like, wait a minute, the animals start to speak to you a little bit more. Or definitely, it was slowly, like I said, evolving into that vibration. No, something about the bees. The part, something about bees. They're not really getting into detail. I guess their energies are going to get stronger here. The insectoid energies are going to become more known. They're part of positive vortexes around us for us to help levitate our vibrations. We're here. They help with the sun, actually, with sun rays for flowers and nature to connect with the sun. So they do clear out blockages. At least the bees do. Other insectoids do. Everyone has a purpose. But basically, the human energy, humanity is going to basically, over time, see itself as, right now it feels like in some ways it's superior than nature, in some ways. Some ways it feels like it's better, right? And it's depending on who you talk to. So it's going to become more equal with nature. That makes sense, right? I mean, isn't it? I mean, yeah, right now, I mean, not all humans think, some don't think about it at all. But right now, humanity probably thinks it's kind of better because we have 5 fingers, we can drive a car, we're special. It's like we can pay bills, we can be a slave. It's like, all right, you can't do that, but we can. So yeah, we take care of our animals, our family animal, we feed them, clean out their box. Who's in charge again? I think that's so true. So so yeah, basically humanity is going to become more equal with nature, which makes a lot of sense. When now and it's part of the new earth energies. Now some people are connected to trees. Your brother's a tree, your family are trees. Some people are just very connected to them. Where that become known? Give it a couple of years for that. Basically, the philosophies of spiritual understanding is going to become more clear. Right now, it's fuzzy. Well, for some, for most, I don't care. But for those, we're stabilizing we're becoming balanced with nature, basically. Because right now we think we're better, or we're fuzzy with it all. We don't really understand it. For the most of the collective. Kind of afraid of it, depending. Especially when you have hurricanes, stuff like that. Hurricanes, all this stuff's here to teach us, has lessons behind it. Yes, it might be manipulated, but still by our consciousness. We're allowing it to occur. You can blame the Illuminati all you want. It's still by us. Humanity can say, no, go away. It does not do that. It's still coming. So it's still part of the higher consciousness. We still have control over this planet. Even if we feel like we don't, we do. And we're going to connect more with that. Right now it's kind of hazy, right? About us, because we are connected. We do have power here. It's just we feel like we have none. As a lessons, as reasons for it. But over time, they're not giving me a full, because it's different for everybody. But we're going to become more knowledgeable of our higher astral operations here. Yeah, it's clearing out the negativity. It's just letting it go. It's just freeing yourself, freeing your mind, feeling just freedom. And then you'll start feeling, you'll feel more of the wave coming through. I do feel it throughout the day here and there. It's just something's different. It's not just because of the weather change. There's something else here. There's a new vibration here. And it's more positive. It's helping us understand ourselves. And it's not always going to be the clearest how it works, because a lot of humanity is still connected to their old way, which is fine. It makes it more interesting in a lot of ways how this is all going to play out. It's like, how is this stuff going to go into the... How is others going to understand this? Because, you can't just have a few people understanding it. The idea is for everyone to... At least, it's like, this is how the world works. At least how, one perspective. And how is the consciousness, the world consciousness, going to accept it? It's like you're going to get mad, you're going to accept it, you're going to be okay with it, you're going to get more, what are you going to do? So, and there'll be different perspectives of the earth shifting. And like with the flat earth stuff, This has something to do with, look how popular the flat earth is everywhere, right? Well, this stuff's going to become everywhere too. As basically, we're going to the new earth, and like I said, no fear. Some people said, what was it? The event. Jeez, makes great clickbait. I give it that. But there's no way to really say what date anything happens. Not really. There's no really easy way to. No. Message from, let's see, the Arcturians. We're learning about ourselves. Basically, the cooks are learning more about the ingredients they put on their world. Right now, we're cooking this world up, making different flavors, but don't really know what the hell we're doing in the kitchen. It's like we're blindfolded. So we do create our realities, but we're not always sure what the hell we're doing, and that's the whole point of it. The more unknown, the better. It's like having the cook with a blindfold on, making all this stuff, and then eating it too, or sending it off to others, whatever it might be. And so we have no idea what the hell we're doing, and that's the journey. It's a hard journey. It's a hellish journey, but one that we do need to experience to further ourselves. It's the only way to improve yourselves, really. Well, you can do it other ways, obviously, but this one is the quickest, I guess, out of all of them. Yeah, because like spirituality does not exist on this world. It does, but it's like altered and sucks. It's like hate and Satan and all that nonsense. Yeah. So the benefits of disconnecting from spirit and seeing what happens. As the plan of the Atlanteans, however you want to word it, it's always been part of the creation process. Is to disconnect from the main power and let this reality do, let it play out, let it do its thing, let it create religion to try to reconnect to the spirit world, which somewhat worked, somewhat didn't, but that was the point of it, to make this world hell, basically. It's the only way to really, it's an experiment, it's soul growth. Is an experiment in soul growth, really. It's for you to improve yourself. That's what life's about. Even if you don't understand it, you're not supposed to understand it, because you're in the middle of doing it. So you're not always supposed to know what you're doing until it's over, until you're done. It's like, oh, that's why I went through that. Because I tell you, when I connect to the higher dimensions, they look at it as like, shit, I'm gonna go back there. Gotta be out of your fucking mind, but. But yeah, they go. It's like after they see what they've learned from this world, they incarnate again. Of course, when you're incarnated again, it's like, what the hell was I thinking? So it's like, so yeah, because I connect to higher dimensions, you can feel that. It's like, because you see the benefits of all this. Well, we learned from the reptilians. There's other species that are just as bad or whatever, educational, as the reptilians. It's not all reptilians or insectoid worlds that are very difficult. There are, feline worlds. You can say. Now this is stuff I've been trying to access and have not gotten nowhere with it. You think the reptilians are difficult, and they are. Think about the felines. Felines, I think, are worse. As for aggressiveness and it's like we're learning from the reptilian way. And see how cats are already. It's like, screw you. I mean, it's all in good intentions, but sometimes, but they're pretty hard-headed. So if you're in just a feline reality, here to learn what we're here to learn here, it's very intense. Makes sense, right? So we're going through a reptilian version of it. Think about all the other animal species you can learn through their disconnect from spirit. So I've been trying to access this stuff, but they haven't really given me it. But now when I first started the channel, I saw us going through all this, got a different perspective of it, and I saw feline beings that are humanoid but feline, faces and fur and all that, going through hell too. And and now I'm getting not a really clear perspective of it, but I'm getting more of a vibration that you think we're going to the reptilian hell. You can go through other species, but the feline is worse. God, can you imagine worse? It's just, yeah, it's just another kind of hell, but it's necessary for our soul growth. It's not here to punish us, it's here to help us grow. It's just other worlds when, you know, you got everything going for you, jump to this spaceship, fly, do this, do that. It's like you don't really learn a lot. You do, but not really. But when you're disconnected from source energy, you know, you get pounded by negativity. Now, can you survive it? That's another story, but that's the point of it. It's just, you know, the more negativity you have attacking you, the more you actually grow because of the lessons. Some people say you can't learn negativity. You can't. Now, those are doing negativity, they learn it a different way. They do. They learn through karma, because all the stuff they do to you gets hit back with them. So all the riches, and, you know, they're millionaires torturing people, and in the next life they're a slave, and it's like, oh geez, no, everything's switched around. So, you know, they have other ways. So karma does come back to them, at least on this realm it does, and it will take you to other worlds too. So we haven't healed karma yet, not yet. Now we will heal karma eventually, not yet. We need it here. It's mostly for those that are causing trouble here. It's not for those that, no, it's positive karma, yeah. But the negative karma is for those that are causing difficulties here. That's what it's mostly there for. It's for those that are, they're just doing horrific things, so it has to come back to them. It's just part of the cycle, from what I pick up here. And if you do something positive, you get a positive karma, but usually you're already on a pretty steady track. It's just when something bad happens to you, then you change your ways, and then it's kind of like a reset, and someone's like, oh, you did this, did that, now you're going to send you back to wherever. So it's kind of something around those lines. So it's mostly, karma is mostly for those that are causing trouble here, basically. Of course, it has other realms around it, yes. There's, sometimes you have to do something bad to do something good, and there's that. So, yeah. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just gotta do something that sucks. Yeah. So, yeah, you have to go by the rules of the earth, of the planet, that's connected to this type of learning. So, yeah, there's other ways you can probably learn, heal from karma too, not just on this world, but this one is quicker to heal, to get rid of it. Other worlds it's slower, but yeah, it's just basically, let's see. From the spirit world's perspective, we're getting more. It's those that are connected to more of the negative, like, for example, politics and all that. It's just that they're going to get a realization that, maybe getting all angry and, an attack might not be the best direction anymore. Doesn't mean, now that, I don't know how fast this is going to be learned. It's going to be a while. But more of the vibration, you don't have to be on the attack. So, I don't know when that message is. I mean, I think that message has been going on forever. It just is not heard very well. Of course, there's a corruption. I mean, the corruption is there because we need to learn through their corruption. We need to learn through that. We need to learn through all that stuff. So, of course, everyone has their own version of karma. So, either way, that's fine. So, we're basically going into a recycle of recycling old energies in with the new. Next year is going to be a very different year. That's all I got. It's not going to be that different, but new vibrations are going to get stronger. It's happening now. It's going to get stronger because imagine many do feel like in the January time period, it feels different. January just feels like you just let go of, just let go of the old barge, the old whatever it was, and it's a new cycle, and you just feel it more during the new year. So we're kind of preparing for the new. I'm not sure what events are going to occur or anything like that. There might be some stuff, obviously, to deter us, make us think things are going to change. They will slowly. We're dealing with a lot of people in this world, so basically the idea is more of humanity is going to get kind of a little bit more of a glimpse of what they can digest of where the earth is going. So obviously everyone knows, like, can it be delivered in a way where people can learn and feel fascinated by it and want to change? Do you want to change? Give me a good reason to change. Give me a good reason to understand about aliens. What's so great about them? Is there a good reason? Where is it? I mean, okay, they exist. Most people aren't ready, but it's like, what do they have for me, or what is it? What's the benefit of all this? And that's the thing. The benefit isn't the queerest. That's okay. We're still in the early cycle of it, so yeah. Because the idea is for this information to be delivered in a way where people, it's like, I want to experience that. And we're in, obviously, it's going to, it makes a lot of sense. I want to change. I want to be something different. I want to understand reality better, however you want to look at it. That's where we're heading. So get used to this year. This year is a major turning point. Not to say your life's going to change dramatically, you're going to start flying or anything like that. Far from it. It's just that you become more understanding of things. You're not going to just leave your job or just live on a cloud. It's just the idea is to heal this reality. Heal this deception. So, and some of this stuff might be called out, like with David Icke talking about the Queen drinking blood and stuff like that. Some of this stuff might go into the mainstream. Who knows? Wow, and some people laugh about it, but at least it's they want to hear about it. So whatever it is, basically it's more, that we're shifting out of, we're coming more to a knowing, basically a knowing of what's happening here. Like I don't know about the secret space program stuff. I don't know about that, but basically more of the spiritual stuff. Not so much that. It's more drama and just like some just like the adventure of all of that, and that's fine. But this is more of like the more just the spirit world connecting, help you in your daily life, help you shop better, eat better. Boring stuff, but still a bit not to worry about the future. Heal aggravation when someone crosses over. You can connect to them easier instead of mourning forever. Heal that mourning energies. It's just not be absorbed by negativity so much. I know this all isn't very exciting. I mean, for the mainstream, it's more fun to talk about secret space program and beat that to death. Stuff we can't really prove. Not really. I mean, you can channel it all you want, but can you physically feel it? Some might, but for right now it's mostly entertainment. So the idea is to make you a better clairvoyant, accepting, understanding all this, your guides, angels, and just powering yourself up. Not to say you have to go on the road and do this stuff full time, but just, like I say, make a better life for yourself and your family. The idea is protecting the family, right? Isn't that important? And that's where this is all heading. That's basically it. So you protect your family. No more about that. That's huge. Instead of not knowing, not being sure, just trusting God, of course. But with this, you become more intuitive. Instead of not know, at least you know that you're protected. Of course, people know that already, but you have a firmer understanding of it. So, like, if something negative does happen, you'll be able to heal it and move on, heal the situation wherever it is. So there's a lot of stuff happening here. We're getting bombarded by a lot. Obviously, look at the news stuff. So the world's going through all of it's all lessons we need to learn in the long run. So, all right. Hopefully that was helpful. That was a message from the spirit world, if you're wondering where I was coming from. So much love, everyone, and